I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you.
Always gotta switch the camera, switch this, switch that.
New Year's Eve.
Which one?
Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder.
Fucking retards. Get out of here.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Conley out there with Brandon Knight. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Len in at the pivot, manning the middle. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Those points.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Randolph, a screen on Westbrook. Randolph can't hit.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Randolph kicks to Parsons. There's the pick. Shot from 16. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Why are they double teaming him?
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
And the
Get out the
Len.
way.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Outside for Durant.
Yeah, let's leave Durant wide open.
Nice form on the 20-footer.
And it looks like he might just...
Conley against Westbrook. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now here's Westbrook. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Conley into the lane. And Cantor pulls it down.
Jesus Christ.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pass to Randolph. Buries it down low. Randolph's got his first bucket in this one. The Thunder leading by 3. Westbrook passes to Durant. On baseline J. And stolen by Knight. And here we go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Conley drops them both.
And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Suns trail by 3. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. He kicks to Randolph. Durant with some nice D.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
Releases.
Giving room at all to take that shot.
Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Conley with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And that one's good.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
It's okay, I'm still going to lose anyways.
Now here's Westbrook. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. 4-on-3 break. Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. Ibaka against Parsons. Picked by Randolph. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Kansas. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Parsons. Clock at 6. Just his first attempt. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Got that one up quick. And 12 points for Kevin Durant.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Nobody near Parsons. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Mitch McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jennings in for Russell Westbrook. JaVale McGee's checked in for Phoenix. Butler comes in for Parsons.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nice, into the lane.
Try to pass it out.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Oh.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
And Durant, here we go. And a missed layup.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And the Thunder with some changes. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Roberson in for Caldwell Pope.
Oh, come on. You got to hit that.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
Suns trail by 8. Here is Conley. Feeds to McGee. Butler on the wing. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
You know, talking about Brandon Knight, part of the reason he's been traded so often is because teams are offering great prospects in return. Detroit dealt him for Brandon Jennings, and Milwaukee dealt him for Michael Carter-Williams.
Jennings kicks to McGarry. Some solid defense from Randolph. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Conley against Jennings. Conley kicks to Randolph. Dishes it to Butler. Free throw line jump shot. He squares up and sinks it. And now it's just a 4-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Roberson dishes to Jennings. Another shot. Nice shot by Singler. Singler's got his first 2 points of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season. A second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game. But with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
Oh, what?
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Glenn comes in for JaVale McGee. And Parsons subbed in for Rasul Butler. That's good. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead. Conley against Jennings. Conley kicks to Knight. Conley sets a screen for Knight. Parsons for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
Jennings passes to Roberson. Doubled by Conley. The drive by Jennings. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up. And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas.
Don't fuck up.
He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
Conley with it, and Jennings picks him up. Elbow shot.
Oh.
It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Jennings with another miss. Jennings against Conley. They double-team Conley. Parsons, the offensive rebound. Randolph. Good.
No, I thought he was
Really
actually
nice
going to pull
job
up
to
at the line. I
convert the
didn't know he was
putback
going to shoot
opportunity
from that
there. I mean,
far
he
out.
stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Roberson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Sinks it, and the shot from McGarry. And the Thunder lead by 7. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Milwaukee.
Why are you setting the screen for them to go down below? I don't get that.
Conley against Jennings. It's Knight with the drive, and that one's good. Knight's got his second bucket tonight.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Roberson. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Chandler Parsons, Booker out there with Conley. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Randolph in at the 4 spot.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Len with a screen on Westbrook. Conley dishes to Len. Stolen by Cantor. And Durant, here we go. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Offensive rebound. Len. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to...
Another miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
The thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Back to Westbrook. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Takes it out to Parsons. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for Len. Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And Rasul Butler's subbed in for Chandler Parsons. Here's Butler. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 6 points for Butler.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Westbrook. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Conley kicks to Butler. McGee a screen. Conley into the lane. He used that pick to get in close. Conley's got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense.
Oh my God.
The paint.
How do you
Ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And the Thunder with some changes. Steve Novak, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Conley. He has 6. Here's Butler. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Westbrook. There's the dish.
Quit pulling off. Stay on your guy.
Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 6. Here's Booker. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Booker's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. It's Durant with the drive. Baseline jumper. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Booker the pass to Conley. He feeds it to Lure. He dishes it to McGee. Boom! He jams it straight down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Now here's Westbrook. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Conley. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Payne's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Warren's checked in. There's a screen by Cantor. Outside Durant. The 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Oklahoma City shooting 43% from the floor. Cantor kicks to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
Jesus, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Stolen by Durant to stop the drought, and he sinks the layup. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now.
Oh, Butler wants to take like 5 steps, almost running at a half court.
Timeout called the Suns.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. McGarry comes in for Kevin Durant. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Alex Len's checked in for JaVale McGee. Randolph comes in for John Lure. Parsons checked in for Roy. And it's Brandon Knight in.
Why
for
are we
Mike
setting
Conley.
screens for Alex Len to pop?
Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you're talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
Yeah, he did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7'5" arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Payne kicks to Waiters. Now Payne. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist from Payne.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Phoenix,
Right,
no
you
good
gotta
that
get that
time either.
rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Doubled by Knight. Waiters gets a wide-open look. The three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
A shot by Knight, no good. The Thunder shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Good. Novak's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Here's Parsons. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Steve Novak. Roberson comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Jennings in for Payne. Suns trail by 4. Knight dishes the land. Butler in the corner. Kicks it out to Parsons. Right at the free throw line. The rebound by McGarry.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Jennings kicks to McGarry. Fades back. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Andr3xdagiant's is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And for the Suns, Henry Sims comes in for Alex Len. And Goodwin subbed in for Rasul Butler.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Ibaka sets the pick for Jennings. From the stripe. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Knight kicks to Goodwin. Knight against Jennings. Up top, Knight. He has 5. And they'll turn it over. He could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Contavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Andre Robertson. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Knight against Jennings. Now the feed to Singler. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And that's now 7 points now in the game for Kyle Singler. Knight kicks to Goodwin. Inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Jennings passes to Ibaka. And the pass to Singler. Soft touch off the glass. Singler's got 9 points. Suns trail by 7.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Goodwin kicks tonight. There's the 3. Count the bucket. Knight's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Sims dishes tonight.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
He's having a tough game out there.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but we have a close ball game on our hands.
Your shots at the elbow count as
basketball.
points in the paint.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 16 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Cantor in the 5 down low. 6 to shoot. Conley the pass to Randolph. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Parsons. The fader. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. Knight kicks to Parsons. Outside Randolph. Shot clock at 5. And it comes off the front of the rim. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program.
Yeah, let's just leave him wide the
fuck. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that great The Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida. And he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Conley into the lane. And that one's good. Conley's got 10 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Randolph. Len down low. He's covered by Cantor. Len down low. He's against Cantor. Len's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
There's a screen by Cantor. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Cantor with a screen on Knight. To the left side wing. Cantor's shot is off. Suns trail by 4. To the middle. Stolen away.
Not who I wanted to throw to.
Westbrook drives in.
Dumbass.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the Suns call time here. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Len sets a screen for Knight. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Knight's got 10.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Here's Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist here tonight. Suns trail by 6.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Parsons for 3. Great D that time from Durant.
Come on, Mr. Pick and Pop.
For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Caldwell Pope pass to Westbrook. Screen by Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from 12. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Conley against Westbrook. Conley kicks to Len. Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation.
Shoot, I am pressing square.
Look for Oklahoma City.
Shoot.
Mitch McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Waiters in for Caldwell Pope.
God.
Doubled by Conley. Pass to McGarry. To the inside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. That's good. Waiters got 5.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Randolph goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Zach Randolph looked up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steve Novak, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Durant. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against the power forwards or those spread forwards.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And the Suns call time. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Butler, he's checked in for Parsons. And Knight subbed in for Booker.
When it's Steve Novak become a power presence.
Talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Goes up the baseline. That's short off the rim.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Payne, covered by Conley. Butler against Durant. Fades back. That's good. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Here's Randolph. The Thunder pull it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That doesn't go either for Durant. Suns trail by 8. Back to Conley. It's blocked. To the paint. Here's Waiters. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Steve Novak. Andre Robertson comes in for Waiters. And it's Jennings in for Payne. Here's Durant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Suns shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Conley kicks to Randolph. Looking to get it going. Shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Outside Durant for the 3. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by Durant.
Get his foot on
Durant's
the line.
got his 3rd assist on the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Pulls it up. Durant with another miss.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way, but he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen for shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Here's Jennings. Jennings with another miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And here is Conley. 12 points for him. Shot to end this cold run. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Randolph. Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Jennings kicks to Roberson. It's back to Jennings. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Suns trail by 9. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len.
You have Jurassic Park going through here. Is that your ringtone?
Al Zingler, he's checked in for the Thunder.
No shit. Are you like a huge
Phoenix
Jurassic
also
Park
making
fan?
some changes. Henry Sims is checked in for Len. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And Warren subbed in for Mike Conley. Jennings dishes to Zingler. Puts up a 3. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. They set the pick. 3-pointer, Butler. The rebound by McGarry. Well, as our listeners and our viewers know, we love analytics, and pace is how many possessions you see during an average game. The Suns were close, Clark, to 100.
Yeah, only the Rockets and Warriors played at a higher pace than the Suns did, Kevin.
I don't even have to say
pushing the pace is really when they were most effective.
Sorry, here.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Lure gets it to go.
Lure!
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Roberson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Zingler for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Knight's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Lure. Outside Jennings. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached... And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Suns trail by 5. On the court now for the Suns. Getting going here in the fourth. Warren is out there with John Lure. And then there's Henry Sims. Then there's Brandon Knight. And it's Booker in at the 2-guard. Pass to Warren. Lock at 6. He kicks it to Lure. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental error.
And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, you learn from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the basket.
Westbrook kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off target with his 3.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Westbrook. Good. And the Thunder lead by 3.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
And the Suns call time. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
You guys, I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. Good advice.
Greg, for Westbrook, as you explained.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Back to Conley. Glenn, a screen. Conley kicks to Knight. His three-pointers off the mark. The Thunder leading by 5. It's Durant on the wing. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
You know, the Phoenix Suns played well overall last season, but they still couldn't match up against some of the teams in the West. Had a hard time with in-conference battles.
And for the Suns last season, Greg, they ended with a record 21-31 against the Western Conference. It's something that you can point to, Greg, as a reason they failed to make the postseason.
Great point, Kevin. And the big problem for the Suns were the other Western playoff teams. Only went 8-22 against the top 8 in the West.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Westbrook passes to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. In the corner, Ibaka with it. A 3-ball. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
I agree with you. I mean, and now that we're moving deeper into the fourth, it's really the point where they add a few more points to the lead, and I think they can put this thing away and consider it over.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Len.
Right there, Conley opened up space for the shooter.
Durant against Parsons. Durant attacking. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Knight. Misses off the left iron. The Thunder leading by 8. Westbrook with it. Conley picks him up.
Trey's beating me.
Outside Durant. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Rebound by the Suns. Land's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The tray. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns trail by 8.
Just a big forward and fast.
Conley with it. Out to the wing. Phoenix no good that time either.
72-80.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Enos.
Now here's Westbrook. Stolen by Michael Conley. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Singler's checked in. The Thunder leading by 5. Down low. They set the pick. Here's Durant. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Conley kicks to left. Knight in the corner. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Yes.
Suns trail by 5. Outside Conley. Feeds it to Randolph. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Fade away. And Ibaka kicks to Caldwell Pope.
Durant's having a tough game.
Dishes it to Durant. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
Yeah, you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Screen by Ibaka. It's Durant with the drive. Singler outside. Fader on the way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on him.
Butler, he's checked in for Phoenix. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Westbrook again. It's Conley. Takes the 13-footer. Buries the jump shot. Conley's got 9 points here in the second half. Now Westbrook. Singler with a screen on Conley. And Westbrook, here we go. Durant against Randolph. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 30 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now the dish to Parsons. Can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. Kicks it out to Parsons. And stolen by Singler. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Shoots from the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Kicks it to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Durant's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He feeds it to Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Low block shot. Nice D from Durant.
Boy, it's been a rough day for him, Kevin. I mean, he's not the only reason they're down right now, but he's certainly one of them. He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
One kicks to Conley. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Oklahoma City leading by 7. 1:57 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. The Suns shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Conley kicks to Randolph. Thunder with the rebound.
Dude, what the fuck is this
And
bullshit?
since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The fucking Russell Westbrook on him.
Left side Durant. Off the screen. Rebound by Butler. Suns trail by 7. He dishes it to Len. The feet to Conley. Len a screen. Conley kicks to Randolph. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Westbrook dishes to Durant. There's 49 seconds left in the game.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Westbrook kicks to Caldwell Pope. The quick look, no good that time.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
From the corner, Len grabs the board. The shot is off.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up a win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give him a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
When the game got sloppy, introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses were big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off, shine eye, just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure, my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, ask your boy in the back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible.